myself. Yes.
Gives me autofocus. I find this thing.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over?
I would fain aid you if you are in need.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Everyone's as tired as I am. Seems like. What did he say his name was again? Ah, Humphrey. The lad's in Vernworth now. He's eager. I'll give him that. Expeditions, sword drills, say the word and he'll join in at a moment's notice. Say, you look experienced. You should talk to the lad. I'm sure he'll be glad of a bit of guidance. I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it. Teaching others tempers your
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
If you're playing at Arisen in search of preferable treatment, you'll be sorry. Your head is like to roll ere long.
Remember, hearts are weapons, like any sword. Training recruits helps me as much as he does. I must be vigilant. Townspeople depend.
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You seem rather unwell. You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be a spare bed in the lodgings yonder. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it from me. You're better off resting while you have the chance.
Hoy there! My pa always used to say, aye, being armed is better. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose. Newfound strength. Forces through you. 'Tis good to see.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. Always a pleasure.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like... change your vocation, come see me anytime. Always a pleasure.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
I'm nodding off where I stand.
If your plane arisen in search of...
Hey all, you a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan, but I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way then?
Ricardo. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our post. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ricardo's as well, I'm sure.
Our aid is required, Master. Let us depart with due haste.
Would that I ne'er had force to draw steel.
Few can weather a harpy assault unaided. Shall we hasten to Sir Ricardo's rescue? A person of import, I take it? Very well. I will lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I've just had a thought. We've not counted a thief among our number for some time.
We've known? Good, we're here.
The Arisen has been put... Sleep! On my way!
All this fuss over a moment's infortune. It shan't happen again.
That was well...
Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope...
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now. Follow me.
Many thanks for healing me, Arisen. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favor different pawns. Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold.
None among us specialize in close quarters combat.
I mislike our odds in a melee.
Mayhap
A flock of harpies draws near! Its fierce fire's fury.
this spell will empower you with elemental magic.
I will protect you.
I'll intent the same spell that will overwhelm our foe with our combined magics.
Thank you for healing me, Arisen.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you? Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. Behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
You have my support.
Pitiable Arisen.
Well met. Pleasure doing business with you.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Aye, I reckon you'd be good at this.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. Had you not leapt between me and that dragon, I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. And I could not hear your heart beating. It was a miracle that you survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
What say we gather some information?
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Doubt it. The way I hear it, about a dozen Arisen crawled out of the woodwork by the time the throne was set.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
I see life as a journey, to be walked day at a time.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? 'Tis no quiet life, mind. The roads can be perilous. Hope to see you again.
don't know what to do.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it. Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You do suppose there's no harm in that? Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right...
We could make the fruit roberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
At last. Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, well, if you do pick some...
returned by now.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array. However, the more powerful the spell, thus a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you. Try them, as you like. Very well. There is no wrong, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
Moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
Where to now?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
A simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, well, if you do...
If I were your master, I'd not leave this unread.
Let's have a look then.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roberant, are we?
Always a pleasure.
We ought not tarry, but deliver what we have retrieved post-haste.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
He ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
'Tis my duty to hear the people's concerns.
Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you... The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs. I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters. But 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go then. My life's in your hands, friend.
We must make haste if we are to arrive in time to assist.
wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Ah, you've returned. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished.
Seems naught ever goes right. I don't like this place at all. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on. Same.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Resting when and where you can is the secret to weathering a long journey.
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go, then.
I hope you slept well.
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
If you mean to find Sir Norbert, methinks I know where to look. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. I would have preferred not to happen quite so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
That was superb, Arisen.
Your magical aid has dissipated. Pray cast it anew.
Ah, look. There are rare materials yonder, just waiting to be harvested.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
My magics are at your disposal.
I dare say the Arisen could have defeated this lot without it. Not bad, all things considered.
I'd thought I was done for.
Ah, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me.
Let us proceed with caution, keeping an eye on our charge at all times.
This is rather thrilling.
That's it!
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Would be quite painful were we to fall.
Careful now!
I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late, and I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert. And perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
Sir Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we did.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vision go to waste.
My magics are at your disposal.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
I shan't let them harm you. Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us all to view.
Why don't we go take a look?
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance? One can see far to the distance from here.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savor the scene.
Right you are. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I'd say we collect as much as we can carry. Look, Master, goblins!
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course. Strikes true! Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. that?
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Oi, where do you think you're going? Our destination is the border checkpoint.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
So tired. I'd kip just about anywhere.
I'll go and open the chest.
My sword arm could use some work.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
So tired. I'd kip just about anywhere.
Wait for the new equipment coming.
A decent spot to make camp. Assuming there are no monsters about.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
'Tis as you say.
We've got goblins!
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
I will protect you. The Arisen has been drenched.
The elements empower your strike.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
I dislike the look of this.
My magics are at your disposal.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Here, use this fire to ignite our foes. Are we ignoring the enemy today?
Excellent. I could have done no better.
We've prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Sunset draws near.
Where we do not fall prey to enemies.
Hawkins, Master! 'Tis weak to fire. Well done!
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
What's this? We're trapped!
Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places!
Cyclops! Brave, be on your guard! Look at it! The beast can scarce stand. A well-placed strike ought to send it gazing skyward.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
See, I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
It is about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
There ought not to be water here. I've an ill feeling about this.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
We're setting out. Jump on if you're paid.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Goblins, Master!
One cannot be too careful.
Nicely done.
Nice of you to say so.
Splendid. I shan't let them pass.
Strike with fire's fury.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest? All right? Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Ramon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There.
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till...
Liven up. I'll make a living.